Something that I've noticed about people is that we love stories. Books, movies, plays, music, you name it. So, let me spin you a story of my very own. Once upon a time, there was a playwright. From a young age, she was interested in the theater. She loved watching plays and then imagining the plays that she would one day write. These dreams and imaginations filled her days. They were filled with everything from deer to dragons, from the magical to the mundane, from the elegant to the evil, from the beastly to the beautiful. These imaginations made her a bit strange, but she didn't care. She loved them. And then, one day, this playwright had an idea for a play that she could not stop thinking about. It was about royalty and the conflict between light and dark, and it was wonderful. And so the playwright worked. She worked out all the issues with the plot, and she pinpointed who exactly her characters were, and she figured out what props she would use. Then she wrote it down. Days she worked, putting this wonderful play down onto the page until it was done, until this wonderful idea was well and truly captured in words. Now, dear viewer, this is where our story ends, because this playwright has two options for what she could do next. She could decide that she had a fun time writing the play. She could decide that she loves how it turned out, and that's good enough. And so, she could rip it up and move on to the next project. This doesn't make her any less of a playwright, and it doesn't mean that this play was worthless. It just wasn't shared. The other option is that the playwright could decide that she wants to take the step and turn the script into a play. She could spend time perfecting the script and make concessions where necessary to make the play feasible. She could hire actors and have them practice her script, then perform it on the stage. Others would be able to see this beautiful play that our playwright has spent so much time on, and even if not a single person came to see it, that would not make her any less of a playwright. It might just mean that she doesn't know how to advertise, or that people haven't heard of her yet. Anyways, let's return to the story, the one that I said had ended. The reason, dear viewer, that this story ended before the choice was made is because this story is about you. You are the playwright. Perhaps you have an interest and you like to make something. I want you to try switching it up. Perhaps you are used to sharing everything you make. Try making something just for yourself. I have written some poems that I like, and the fact that I'm not sharing them makes them a little more special to me. It lets them be more raw and rougher. It lets them be imperfect and personal. I love them because I was able to make them without the pressure of them being fit for another reader. So, try making something that's just for you, and no one else. But, if you are accustomed to keeping everything you make to yourself, try sharing it. Try putting in the extra effort to make it shareable, then show it to someone else. Maybe it will brighten their day. Maybe it will change their life. And maybe no one will take any notice. But that won't matter because you made something and you put it out there. I'm doing that with this story. Making this video is outside of my comfort zone. So if I can do it, so can you. So do so.